Hey, Yamamura, I finished my homework. Excellent. Let's take a look. Satisfying course task. Is this course gonna be satisfying? Yeah, it's a star. These Goombas are started much farther than I expected. I remember this course having a Goomba that started like right here. You know what? I'll check just to be sure. Maybe my eyes deceived me. No, yeah, they do start farther than I expected. I always thought one of them would start like right next to you, but that's not quite the case. Anyway, there's a star right here. Let's collect it, and we can finish this level in a couple seconds. Also, yeah, you have to do a dash jump to actually make it through here. Look, see how many people fail to make that jump? And yet the clear rate is 45%. Yamamura is right. Also, when you're invisible, you can't actually jump on these things properly, the way as intended. It's always satisfying to jump on these things. More satisfying than it is to ground pound them. Am I right? Okay, just like last time, I've added numbers to the parts that caught my attention. But first, tell me your thought process for this course. Well, I tried to lay out the course elements to create exciting jumps for the player. For instance, it feels great to jump through a bunch of coins or to leap from one pipe to another. I see. Go on. I also remembered how good it felt to jump on the big Goomba at the end of our last course. So at the part you marked with a 3, I placed 2 big Goombas to jump on. You can use the first one to leap over the pipe and onto the other one. It feels great! I see you used a superstar too. Very good. Now, let's discuss my notes. That first Goomba is too close to Mario's starting point, so I moved him back a bit and made it easier to grab the super mushroom. I also adjusted the Goomba's spacing so it's easier to jump on them all in a row. Squish, squash, squoosh! You're right, it does feel good to jump through a bunch of coins. But if the player has to go back to grab the coins they missed, it can slow down the pacing. Try placing fewer coins so the player can try to grab them all in a single leap. Ka-ching! To be honest, this one's just a preference thing. It does feel wonderful to jump on those big Goombas. Simply sublime. I wouldn't change a thing here. Just like in section 2, I reduced the number of coins. With the perfect jump to the top of the goal pole, you can grab them all in one leap. Swoosh! Yep, it actually has a clear rate that's higher than the previous version. That's probably good. Yeah, mushroom's clear and it's not a star now. And the Goombas do start farther away. And they are in fact more spaced out so that you can easily hop on them. And there's the star! Yay! I actually didn't want to be invincible, but whatever. There's less coins to collect, so it feels better that that you can collect most of them in the first try. And there's another mushroom right there! Yay! 1, 2, 3. Get me out of here. Damn it. Didn't get the one up. It definitely feels marginally better than the original version, but that's to be expected, honestly. Your feedback makes a lot of sense, but your version of the course is almost identical to mine. And all of your comments were about minor things like Goomba and coin placement. It seems to me you were just being nitpicky. Could it be my course was not too shabby? Fine, you win. It wasn't half bad. Wow, do you mean it? I'm as surprised as you are. Your first course was so brutal. Some people online were calling it an official Nintendo troll course. It's hard to believe you've improved so quickly. I didn't know people were saying that. I also didn't know pigeons use the internet. There were 2 things I was hoping to teach you. The first was to engage the player with moments of tension, like when doing a tricky maneuver, or moments of elation, like when making a massive jump. You passed with flying colors. I didn't change much at all. Thank you. That's awfully nice of you to say. I'm curious though, why did you remove the superstar at the beginning? Having an obvious superstar at the beginning makes it seem like being invincible is the right way to play the course. If the player misses it, they're going to feel like they're being forced to play the wrong way. That's not a great feeling, so I felt it was best to remove it. Interesting, but I like the feeling of being invincible. You're right, it's a nice feeling. That's why I hid that superstar in a hidden block. That way, it doesn't seem like the right way to play, it's just a different way to play. It's good to look at ideas you rejected and see if you can make them work in a different way. It helps you build courses with more depth. I see! Now, for the second thing I was hoping to teach you, it's about the satisfaction of small victories. Achieving the smallest of things like grabbing an item or reaching the next platform gives players a certain satisfaction. This feeling complements moments of tension with moments of joy, giving your course subtle highs and lows to keep players on their toes. I added a moment like that at part A. I was worrying about that A. What's the new platform for? When the player leaps into the air to hit the block above, that platform gives them a chance to relax. The player can land on that platform with a small hop, but if it were higher, it would be trickier. It's helpful to consider how your body moves when you exercise. Those moments of exerting yourself and then stretching out, or the unsteady feeling of standing on a precarious ledge. Yamamura, you're a pigeon. What do you know about how humans exercise? Whew! I take it back, no need to ruffle your feathers. Humans these days. Let's just change the subject. Did you notice anything about the pitch just before point 2? It looks a bit shorter. Precisely. Now players can make it across using a normal jump rather than a dash jump. As for why, that's another lesson for another time. Fair enough, we've been here for quite a while. All that talking made me hungry. Here, have some edamame. You earned them. Thanks, don't mind if I do. Now, well, the course you made this time is fun to play. Yamamura, don't talk with your beak full. As a whole, there's not all that much interesting about it. It's a little dull. There's no anticipation or excitement. I agree, so why did you make it like that? Ew, you spit edamame all over me. Agree to disagree. Now, time for your next challenge. Make a course that's exciting or as a distinct team. Memorable, eh? That's kinda vague. You could try placing elements in visually interesting shapes, or teaming around an enemy you really like. Set a goal and have at it. Roger that! One memorable course is coming right up.